Hell, it's Base Trade TV.
So allegedly, First is scheduled to start in WCS soon. Not quite sure how this will pan out, if he finishes this series and then has to wait, or what the deal is. But of course, WCS is going to be the biggest priority above a small tournament like this, because WCS is your career. This is just some money on the side.
Is WCS done by replays? Because they're literally showing First for Showtime right now.
Are they? Whoa.
And then Stefano also spoiled his match yesterday on Twitter.
But when we cast the qualifiers, they were live. I don't know how they do Challenger League. Maybe it is through replays.
When I cast Challenger like 2 seasons ago, it was definitely live. But they could change.
Wow, I'm Zombie Girl. I cast Challenger League. I'm so much better than you know. I know, just
whatever, man, whatever.
No, but that is strange. I'm not sure what the deal with that is. All right, guys. Either way, spawning here in the lower central portion of Merry-Go-Round, the blue Terran player, Marinelord. And I know our games are live at the very least, so I don't know.
In the upper right says the red Protoss playing in 2 tournaments at once. Apparently, it's First. Some sick skills, bro.
How weird would this be if this wasn't First? Like, it was someone else, like, dude, esports conspiracy time, guys. The real First playing in WCS, this is like MC on his account or something. Scandal!
That'd be dangerous. Scandal.
No, I don't think that's happening. It is more likely than not that there's probably a replay being played out in WCS. And I only say this because I know how tough scheduling can be for players a lot of the time, so, you know, maybe First and Showtime wouldn't have been able to play in any other, I don't know. But we're just making jokes, guys. If there is any conspiracy here, we don't know anything about it, and it could make for some fun esports drama, but I don't think that's going to be the case.
It is, it's understandable, honestly, because nobody likes watching replay tournaments. It's been proven over and over again, and now with the new overlays, you don't have to show the replay timer ever.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I never got. If I'm going to be honest with you, if, like, let's say Joxy versus Partying is happening, right? If you've never seen that anywhere else, if there's no spoilers for it, like, what's so bad about the replay to, like, compared to, like, a live match? Because it's live as it's going to get. It's live to you. I mean, I've personally never understood the whole hate of the replays, but maybe that's because I'm a filthy casual who likes foreigners.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually hated watching replay tournaments too. I don't know why. Like, it's still saw good games, but
Stargate?
it just Stargate. This is such a crazy position too. I mean, like, you're never gonna check over here, seriously, but it's so close to Marinelord's main. Never noticed that before. This is such a good place to put it. This is so.
Well, this
painful.
is a map too where you don't expect that airplay, because a lot of the times it's that closed air position. We've talked about this point in the past, but between the double barracks, or sorry, the reactor producing 2 Marines at a time, he should have 6 Marines out in time for this. The question is whether he has more than that. That's usually why you've got that second barracks, because oftentimes you're left with just barely not enough Marines for that second Oracle.
Last time he got engineering bay. Last time he seemed to like just be so paranoid of oracles, and this time, no paranoia at all. Oh, well, he scouts.
Alright, this is really nice for the Reaper. Actually, I think the timing of it used to be, if you start on the pylon before the Chrono Boost went down, you could finish the pylon before the Oracle came out. But that was like a long time ago, so I don't know if that's still the case, because there's been a lot of changes to the game, DPS, build times, etc. But looks like the Oracle will, with Chrono Boost, actually get out of this alive. Now, while the turret's been started here, or the engineer bay, what I really like is this bunker. This is kind of huge. This is in case the turret doesn't get complete in time. Oftentimes the Oracle will come shoot the SUV that's building it, but there's not enough Marines out, and I think Marinelord is fully aware of this. So this bunker will actually keep his Marines alive and help deal with the Oracle.
Yeah, even has one at the front as well, because what can be common with such a fast Oracle is like a faster Stalker Zealots. You know, it's charging up at your front to take care of the Marines. The Oracle can take care of your SUVs, or vice versa. And it suddenly becomes a snowball where they also go into like a 4-gate or something. Really dirty tactics like that. And having a bunker at the front is absolutely necessary. Now we know that First is not doing that. He's actually expanded behind it. But there's plenty of cheeses you meet on ladder that are just one base all in.
I don't like that he kind of abandoned the idea of killing the Stargate. I think he knew that scouting with the Reaper is a little bit more important, but it's very possible for First to sneak out a probe and just slap down another pylon. Get this going up once again later.
Yeah, he needs to scout that Nexus though. Know that he can safely go down on the natural. Oh, he actually knows. Well then. Well, he guessed anyways, as there wasn't an attack following it up. Now he confirms the Nexus.
Alright, so he's gonna get a pro for this too, not too shabby. But you know what, the thing is, this Oracle didn't get completely shut down. Like, he stopped it from dealing damage, but he didn't get to pick it off. So this is kind of what we were talking about before. We didn't see the investment of a second turret in game number 1, because there was no need for it. The Oracle died so quickly. Same sort of scenario ends up coming here, where, alright, well, the Oracle's alive, so now you have to invest in these extra defenses. You have to keep your Marines at home. You can't just push for that Nexus snipe, or I guess the overcharge bait.
Now it's up to First to defend what is going to be either a Widowmine drop or a Widowmine push. Or both, honestly. If you drop in the middle between the cannons, then you can push on their army and kill some stalkers. Probably not going to do a lot, though. I mean, he has 2 observers. He's going to have 2 observers. You could also get a cannon who's really paranoid.
Well, this is the full energy on the Mothership Core, too, so I mean, double overcharges are not out of the question. But
it looks like he's going to go for a push to the front with the Marines, Widowmines in the back. Widowmine's already prepared for, though.
And the Oracle
can... the Nexus.
You know, so many times we talk about the utility of the Oracle, and it's usually just like filler, because we're just trying to make excuses for it being alive, but combined with the Observer here, he's got detection necessary. He's got damage as well to deal with these Widowmines.
I think he has enough detection back there. The Marines go in the front, though, and the Nexus cannon will have to be popped immediately. Unfortunately, no surprise for Stim, or for First.
You probably could have picked off that Mothership Core if you wanted. It would cost him a couple Marines, but... Well, actually, this is really... What is he... First realizing this at the same time. But looks like the Widowmines did not get much done, sadly, as they were unloaded, and the cargo did not get a lot for it.
Yeah, they got absolutely nothing. The Oracle took them down so fast.
The third CC is kind of... I don't know. You need it, but it's also ballsy at the same time, because there's no way he's going to get to utilize this.
Yeah, usually you wait for the other 2 barracks production to start ramping up a little bit more.
You know, that is a bit of a, I guess, the con we saw in game number 1 represented very well too, where Marinelord was late to the party with production in a big way, and I kind of feel that may be a detriment once again in this game, because we already have pylons placed down. We got stalkers in the front lines. Blink is about to finish up. I mean, this shouldn't be like a Blink all-in that wins the game, but he's got no Stim. He's got Medevacs, which is great, but there's also no Marauders. They're only just now coming out.
Yeah, this looks dangerous. Really does. 5 gateways are going to be done and completed, and First is looking to at least deal a lot of damage. Probably game-ending damage? Maybe.
It really depends how the reaction to this goes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Marines, but the Stalkers can deal with the Marines pretty easily. Same with the Oracle, doing a ton of damage. Bunker gets completely swiped off the map. Medevacs is trying to boost backwards. He knew that those were going to be focused. I kind of almost wish combat shields had been gone for prioritization over the combat shields, or custom shells rather, over the combat shields, but he will push this first wave back, but he's not going to kill anything here is the problem.
I think he just killed something there.
I think he killed an SCV. No, it's an SCV, the corpse.
Oh, wow, you're right. Alright, never mind, you're right. First gets away with all of the stalkers. He's not warping it anymore, though, at home, or at the pylon. Yeah, it takes a third, gets the tech, you know, is ready to prepare for a drop, need be, and just uses this to poke and contain.
He'll lose a couple stalkers to this one due to the blink cooldown, but he should be able to keep a good chunk of these alive, yeah. Sniping off that medevac was really nice, too. This bunker is empty, so it might go down as well. Another free catch here for First.
Yep, can't even salvage it.
And it's like really sad. You watch that go, you're like, you know this is dead. What are you gonna do?
We need a bunker salvage time reduced.
Was that the 5 stages of grief? Like denial is one of them.
Please, David Kim. So now that Stim is about finished, and of course he has those medevacs, he can safely push out, realizing of course that he's not also dedicating more into the Blink Stalkers. That was all the Blink Stalkers we're going to see for a while as he's going into charge on Archon Storm.
Just to address something in chat here, because I'm on the other side of this argument, people are like talking about how WCS is currently be done through replays, but the mods are saying it's live, so they're lying. But that's not the case, guys, because they are casting it live, but just the games themselves aren't. So I mean,
well, okay.
Well, my point is though, again, like it comes to the fact where you guys have never seen Showtime versus First. You don't know the outcome of that. So sit back, don't be snooty, and enjoy it. I don't know. That's all I can really say. But I mean, also stay here because we rock and you guys are cool. Totally rad.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too mad at them, even if they are sort of lying.
Well, I don't think it's lying. I think it's just terminology, whatever. Woodmines are going to burrow here, but it's not enough, unfortunately. Trying to stim away from this army. I kind of feel like Marinelord just took way too much damage early on. And these medevacs, if these medevacs go down, actually, this is going to be quite devastating.
Yeah, the supplies should be switched right now, at the very least, and Marinelord should really start thinking about completing his tech to ghosts. That was one thing he missed out for a very long time in that last game when he was in a better position. Now he's in a worse one, and a counterattack could be deadly.
Actually, I don't even know what counterattack, just like a straight up attack out of first could be deadly because he's going to be coming in here with a lot of Archons. A lot of Zealots that do have charge, and of course armor upgrades over his opponents. Oh, that's
No
awesome.
Storm. Well, maybe the High Templar's like slowly making its way down here. No.
Well, you don't need Storm tech from Templar when you're storming in for the win with this army.
Yeah, good one, Rifkin.
Force Field's going to be a bit awkward here because the Archons will probably crush them. They're so clumsy, but yeah, this army it's holding its own. Don't get me wrong, but Marauders and Marines won't stop this from ending the game. As you said, there kind of needs to be Ghosts, Widow Mines, whatever that sort of X element is, but yeah. Poor Marinelord just kind of bleeding out slowly here.
It wasn't direct damage from first. It was that build that did absolutely nothing. And then the contain, of course.
Alright, so sad to say, but Marinelord will be knocked out of the tournament. This is the losers bracket. But first we'll advance to the losers grand finals, which is kind of cool. Now I believe this will then now sail us back towards the